I wonder what Caspar David Friedrich would think about this. Well, fuck him. Hello newcomers and old-timers, I am Cole Scratches. It's been a while since I talked to you in this format, but I feel like this video really needed it because it's hazardously close to an area that I try to avoid when I can. Anthropomorphic exotica, to make it sound as nice as I can. As a man with an interest in the anthropomorphic, of course I have interacted with the fandom, and I do mean that fandom. The one you hear about, but the members will defend to the death. The one with the bad reputation. Personally, I am not bothered. Maybe I'm jaded, but I really don't see the harm with exotic fantasies. I know some people are in a constant state of moral panic, but I think it's better to penalize those who actually step over the line than condemn an entire interest group for fantasies, roleplays and hyperbole. Me, myself and I don't see ourselves as furries. I have an interest in the anthropomorphic characters, but I don't seek them out with that specific purpose in mind. Because to the 99th percentile, I find it so shallow it's depressing. I love these kinds of creatures, and I want to see them in a more developed setting than your average half hour of special alone time. That's half the reason I try to distance myself from exotica. The other half is a bit weird given everything I've just said, but hear me out. I don't think I am good enough. In the eyes of normal society, there is an indivisible line between an artist and a pornographer. And once people find out you draw porn, it's a very hard bell to unring. I think that attitude is starting to change, but at this point in time, people do think less of you as a creator if you make exotica. It's seen as a cheap attention grabber made by talentless hacks who can't sustain themselves making tasteful art. I draw anthropomorphic creatures. Whether I want to or not, people will associate me with the fandom. If I were to start drawing exotica, I wouldn't just be seen as a pornographer, I'd be a fetishist. So not only would I be a leper, I'd be a niche leper. But there is a way to avoid this, and it's something that a lot of Bloodborne fans will recognize. Get good. One of my favorite artists is Bensound Sexy, also known as Nebetsial and Shinies on DeviantArt. He wrote a lengthy erotic drama you may have heard of called Sunstone, detailing the lives of two young lesbian women with a BDSM kink. Sounds tacky and cheap, but it really isn't. It's a masterpiece of storytelling that makes the fetish central to the character interactions without it feeling tacked on or even what the story is about. In addition to the very exotic images, the story gave substance to the subject and elevated what could have been just another fetish comic into an artwork. It sounds like I'm comparing myself to a giant, but I'm really not. The point I want to make is about substance. I don't think I am at a level where I can draw a picture and have it be more than just a picture. If I were to start making exotica regularly, I'd be shouldering a label I don't want before I am able to move beyond it. Right now, my options for what to do are open. I can try my hand at whatever captures my fancy. I'm writing and illustrating an abstract for Venom 2. I'm making a comic about Ink's origin. I find artists I like and I learn from them. It's free and experimental, and I'm still finding my audience. So then why am I making this picture at all? Isn't this doing the very thing that I want to avoid? Well, it depends on whether or not I make any more. This is me dipping my toe in the water. I want to know whether I could draw exotica or not, and I don't want to live in fear of exploring it even if I don't want to let it define me. What will come of this, I don't know, but it feels good to have given it a whirl, and it wasn't as scary as I thought it would be. Thank you all for listening to my ramblings, and please enjoy the rest of the video.